Hi, so today we'll show a quick demo of human plus bot interactions or collaborations in this environment. Basically showcasing the intelligent workspace idea, which is a workspace that allows humans and bots to work in a somewhat collaborative fashion. We'll switch over to the mobile interface for this demo. If you haven't seen the mobile interface, you can check our site. We did post updates on that. Okay, so this takes us to the Botworx mobile interface, same platform, just a mobile form factor support. We're gonna switch, for this demo, I'll switch to the Gemini profile and use that. I'll clean that up. I'm going to show a couple of demos of some of the ideas that we're thinking about. The first one would be a demo where we use the AI to create an expense reporting form for us. I wouldn't call it an expense reporting application, but that form basically it allows us to submit a receipt. I'm going to paste the instructions in here. I could just as well speak them out, but it's easier to do this. So here are the instructions that says user information in the image, extract the list of receipt items, and use it as input data to the application that the bot would create. Create an expense reporting application and open it in the browser. Basically, we're gonna get the bot to create an application for doing that on the fly, right, without pre-creating it. Now, of course, in practice, you would want to pre-create those applications, and we have the facilities for doing that, so that you can just call on them and use them. There's no point in repeatedly creating new applications. I'm gonna turn on I'll turn on the camera. The camera on this device is a bit off, but so not the best quality picture, and it probably won't be able to capture the full picture, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so we have a picture of the receipt, and we're giving it instructions for creating the application that we want on the fly. Now, there are a bunch of other things here that I think we can just turn off for now. To turn this off, and this can be set by default. These demos are meant to allow me to have all the levers. So you'll see me clicking, turning this and that off, but virtually everything in here can be turned on automatically when you create your own automations. That way you don't have to remember to come in here and do stuff. So we'll have that. And for the tool set, we're going to turn up all of our tools and just select the two that we're really interested in here. Alright, so the email sender and the web application tool, and turn off any assistance just to keep this going. So with that, we have our image capture here. It'll probably not do much. I've run these demos. The camera and the device on the laptop is not very good. Lighting is also not be great, but I have another demo that might do better once we run through this. So let's hit go. So the checkbox to turn off text to media to text capability allows the model to read the image directly, as opposed to try to do some kind of translation. We have a translation feature. So here's our expense report. Again, it didn't do quite what I wanted because the image is not very good. But I'll enter stuff in here directly. So that's the app that you're looking at. That's CodeGen, AI CodeGen, generating an application directly from your instructions to allow you to use it. All right, so let's see. We told it to create a note field, and it did that. So now, assuming this is an expense report, what I'm going to do is send it to an email address. If you've been following our demos, the email address that we've been using, there's a test email address. So we're going to take this and basically tell the bot to send it here. So we put that email there, and since we selected the email tool previously, it should send this report to Ava. Right? Let's see, I don't know what's in here. If you've ever been a consultant, you've probably completed. Okay, so it did what we asked. So here's a description of the image content. Wasn't able to extract much out of that, which is why we didn't see it, but here's the code that generated the app. And let's see what it did with the response. Here's the response that we collected from that form. And we told it, okay, I have a display, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if it actually did send it. So part of the fun of working with AI, sometimes it picks that up right away, but apparently I have to tell it to to use a response from the browser. I'm going to use speech this time around to prompt it to continue. Please go ahead and send the browser output to Ava. We have output motivation, which is really supposed to address this type of thing. Okay, so it sent the email this time around. And if we come in here, here's the email of our expense report from an app that we generated on the fly. And of course, the demos are using email, but it can be anything, right? So you can integrate into back-end systems. This could be that you submit it to a database, to an API, whatever it is. You know, a file system platform runs compute instances, so you have full control over what you want to do with this type of application. This may not seem all that exciting, but what you're looking at here is the ability for humans and bots to really work together, right? So of course you have to come up with your own solutions that you need to work with bots with, but the platform gives you the facilities. You can imagine all kinds of work. You know, you could be a researcher doing some crazy stuff. You could be an engineer. Those apps, the apps like the expense reporting app, those are things that you can either pre-create. Typically, you'll pre-create that if it's, you know, a more sophisticated interaction, and the bot is able to pull it up, you know, dynamically as you work with it, and allow you to interact, provide data, and do other things with it. Get output from those apps, come directly back into the AI flow, and, you know, connect to external systems and such. So there is really no limit to how this type of thing could be leveraged to allow humans and bot to work in a collaborative fashion. I will create another video from this. Yeah, there'll be a second video that follows this that shows another example following the same, you know, the same pattern, but, you know, just showing something slightly different. Thank you very much.